Greetings, friends, family, and survivors. Well, I think we're close. We're hooked up, and we're making power. The batteries are clear full, so it's not requiring anything right now. The inverter's in, so I've got a breaker right there from the solar panels to the charge controller. This is set up with two different algorithms. Right now it's set for flooded lead acid, but I have a custom one that I wrote with my laptop, and all I have to do is move one dip switch and it'll be ready for the lithium ion when they get here. So here's another breaker coming out of the charge controller going to the batteries. Then number two. So we're waiting on the lithium to get here. Thought I'd show you a cheap combiner box. As you can see, we went ahead and went with the VHB tape. I ordered the right stuff for this application, aluminum to aluminum. Same stuff they use on a 747 holding the panels on the outside. So if it holds at 500 miles an hour, it ought to hold here. Okay, and it has it turn-on tape over it. But here's the, sorry about the shadows. These boxes are $13, Home Depot. $7 for a negative bus, and you just saw it in half. And I use JB weld to glue down the buses. And they're configured in such a way where they'll, if one broke loose, it would try to repel from the other one rather than draw close to it. Don't think it's a problem. I can't break them off. They're so strong, it'd probably just break the plastic out before they'd ever give way. The last ones I bolted through, and I just had bolts on the back that I covered with silicone because they were just hanging out in the air and it didn't matter. Well, you wouldn't want to bolt this through and have those bolts or machine screws touching the aluminum roof, shorten it out, so that wouldn't work. So I'm using the, I don't remember what these are called, but it came with the Renogy kits originally, and I had a whole bunch of them. So these panels actually tilt up when we get there, and I've tested it. Dad just made those for me, brought them up, and they worked fine. And so I'm going to take some Eternabond tape and tape this strip down so it's not flapping around in the wind. And right now there is shading on that panel, but it wouldn't be because up on the mountain I'll be pointed south, and we're not true south right now. And also we're just a few days away from the winter solstice, so it's very low in the sky. So I know they're shading when they're laying flat late afternoon, early morning because of that hood, but if it becomes a problem, that hood comes off and there's just a flat vent underneath it. And if shading's a problem, I'll do that. But I already tested it. When these are up at 46 degrees, there's no shade. So I think we're going to be all right, especially if we're pointed true south. You can see how we're pointed here. Then I'll pan to my left. Those panels are pointing true south. So instead of pointing here, I'd be pointing off that direction. And there wouldn't be any shading at all if I had done that. I'm probably talking too much, huh? TMI, Steve. Too much information. All right, so the reason why I jumped on this, I've got lots of stuff I need to do, but I was not expecting to see the sun at all. And we've seen it 3 days now. In the last 35 days, we've actually seen the sun. So you drive down the mountain just a little bit and there's fog, valley fog, still ice down there on the roads, but we're above it. A happy day. All right, hope everybody's doing well. Have a blessed night.